Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I am super excited for this video because we're going to be doing indie makeup releases and talking about all the new releases on the indie market and then a few mainstream at the end. I feel like there's so many beautiful things to talk about this week. I'm so overwhelmed and I'm like, it's all so beautiful. So I'm kind of on the struggle bus this week, right now, these releases, all of it. I can't even speak because I'm so on the struggle bus. So as always, this video series is inspired by Anya Kanikis and Samantha March. I have both of their channels linked down below, as well as the community will I bet playlist and all the Instagram accounts that I may use to make this video happen every single week. So before we jump into the actual video, I did want to mention really quickly, just because I always get comments and questions about what's on my face, even though I've been trying for this video at least to remember to put it in my description box. I do like a little what's on my face, and then I list my eyeshadow, my highlighter, and my lipstick normally. But anyways, today's look is using the Gimme Glow Juicy Olive palette, and I did film it, so it'll be coming momentarily. And then my lipstick is Linda Hallberg Fantastique lipstick in the shade Pink Opal. My highlight is Becca Moonstone, so there's all the details in case you're curious. And my nail polish is KL Polish Charmed, which, do you see like how horrible that little dent is? I did my nails yesterday and I waited hours, and then I opened up one of the baby locks on one of the doors in my house and it just chipped right off. I'm like, are you kidding me? I was so careful. I cannot have nice nails for more than 2 minutes apparently. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. I have everything screenshotted and ready to go. I'm so excited. Alright, so the first thing that I wanted to talk about this week is new from Jouer, and this is their Deluxe Mini Blush Bouquet Rose Gold Duo. It retails for $18, and I actually got genuinely excited when I saw this picture because I have been so intrigued by so many Jouer products. I have never tried, the only thing I've tried from them is lip gloss and two of their lip toppers, which the lip toppers are not my style at all. I really love the lip gloss that I have from them, but I have not tried anything else. So I'm very intrigued by their blushes and their highlighters and their contour or slash their bronzer powders. Jeez. So when I saw this, I guess the reason why it made me excited is because blush is one of those things I just can't justify paying a ton of money for, and I feel like I could justify the same color eyeshadow like all day long. I could have like a full PowerPoint justifying why I need 3 different eyeshadows that are the exact same shade. But when it comes to blush, I'm like, it's just blush. Like, it's just blush. Like, I feel like so many blushes just always end up looking the same on the cheeks. Sometimes there's a special texture or a special finish that makes it a little different. But it also, that combined with the fact that it takes so long to get through a blush, like I wear blush every single day. I wear a good amount of blush every day, and I still have yet to hit pan on any blushes, even like little mini sizes. So I just don't see buying full size powder blushes in my future at all. But seeing this, I'm like, it's so cute, it's tiny, it costs less, and it's a miniature version. Like, I don't need full size blushes. So this definitely caught my attention. I'm not going to purchase it because it's against my low buy rules, but I do really like it and I like the idea, and I hope that is received well and that they do more mini lines. I think that'd be awesome if they did all their blushes as minis, all their bronzers as minis. I'd be here for it. Alright, so next is a new palette, and this is the Climax palette from the cosmetic Apex, which is launching July 24th at 6 p.m. So I like the packaging on this. I can say that. It looks, I mean, I feel like we've all seen holographic packaging, but something about this, it looks like little holographic sparkles. I think that's really cute. But, I mean, it's a warm, neutral palette with a black and a white. So maybe if you don't have any makeup at all, this could be great. But for me, looking at this, I feel like I could personally dupe this palette over and over and over and over. So it's not a necessity by any means for me. Definitely not something I would even consider purchasing. It's not my style, so. Alright, so next is a new brand, which I'm really excited to share with you guys. This is Macaria Beauty, and they have some beautiful palettes. I kind of wanted to talk about the brand for just a moment. It looks like they're a pretty new brand because if you go to the bottom of their Instagram page, their first picture is from March 8th, so they've only been around a few months. And then they also have a really cute story where they say, that there are women that inspire us in our lives and that they motivate us to continue forward. This line of cosmetics is a homenaje. I know the word. I know what that is in English. Homenaje. It's like when you pay like a homenaje. Jeez. Why can't I know exactly? Like it's like an homage. Is that what the word is in English? An homage? A homage. It is a homage. Why does that feel like it's not even a word? This is a homage in memory of his aunt, Macaria, and it's a praise to his Mexican roots. So they've got like the little picture there of him. Oh, geez. Him and his aunt. Everything is in Spanish on the page and on the website, but I think it's overall pretty easy to navigate even if you didn't know Spanish. Like if you just go on the website, you do the little tab, I believe it's under Colecciones, and then there's just the palettes. So I think, you know, a little Google Translate, you should be fine. But I don't know, I thought it was a really cute story. So the reason I wanted to take the time to show you all that is because I'm really genuinely curious and intrigued by them, because the palette that caught my attention the most is Azulejo, which is a really beautiful blue-green palette. I don't know, I feel like it's like, basically, honestly, it looks like a mini Ace Beauty Oceanic palette. It's 9 pans. I think the packaging is super cute, and I really like the shades that are inside. So I don't see myself purchasing this right now because I just don't need it, but I am definitely really intrigued by the brand. They also have another palette called Bordado, which is like really, really warm corally tones, which if you are kind of into warm neutrals, could be intriguing. The packaging on that one is also very cute. And then they have Papel Picado, which is also really cool. I think this is probably the most interesting color story. There's some like it's basically all cool tones, and there's like a beautiful purple, a beautiful like metallic blue. There's a deep matte black. I don't know. I look like if why can't I speak right now? I feel like there's so many colors you could do with this. And again, the packaging is super, super nice. So overall, definitely very intrigued by them, and they've got my attention. Oh, actually, you can go, sorry, I'm creeping on their website. You can go on their website and also read the whole story, not just that tiny little Instagram post. The ending basically says that without a doubt, the beauty of Macaria, his aunt, left a mark on your heart, or on the heart. Leaves a mark on the heart, basically. So, geez, translator's definitely not on my resume. But anyways, moving on, I just wanted to share that with you guys and take a moment because I think it's super cute, and I know you guys love it as well as I do, that just getting to see new brands, talk about new brands rather than the same old, same old. So moving on, next is a new pigment collection from Luxe Beauty. This is their new Sparx, and these look really beautiful. I believe that some of them are best sellers that they're relaunching, and a bunch of them are new shades. They're also coming out in new packaging, which the new packaging looks very, very nice. And I don't know, these look really beautiful. I don't really use pigments as much when they're like regular colors, but all of the very like soft, iridescent, like inner corner shades to me have caught my attention, and there's a lot here that I could see eventually getting. I really like some of them. It's kind of hard to point out because there's so many in the little collage, but basically the very bottom row, the first and the third shade, I really love. The third row, I love the first shade and the third shade, although that one's more of a like actual color. That's just, it looks such a pretty duochrome. The second row, I really love the last shade over, and then the first row, I also love the last shade over. So very intrigued by these. Not that I really need to purchase any pigments right now, but they look stunning. All right, next is a new collection from Anja Beauty. Anja James MUA, I believe, is the account. It's their Candy Dreams collection. It's launching 7/19. Is today 7/19? It is, so it's launching when I'm filming this. And this definitely caught my attention because it looks super cute. I live for a good curated collection, and it's all pink. There's some like pink, it looks like lip glosses, some pigment, and then a little pink palette, which looks, I mean, the packaging isn't my favorite, but overall I think it looks like a very cute collection. If you are into a cool tone pink, here you go. I don't need it. I feel like I have lots and lots of pink lip glosses. I've got lots of pink eyeshadows. I don't really know what that little jar is. Maybe it's like some type of like, I don't know. Is that an eye gloss or something? That looks really cute, actually. I'm kind of curious. Let me go creep on them as well. Okay, it's a lip savior, and they have them in different flavors, so I'm guessing it's some type of lip balm, which, I mean, that looks nice. I'm always here for more lip balm, so it's cute. I don't know why I keep showing you because it's on screen. I'm a mess today, apparently. All right, so next is some new sneak peeks from Terra Moon's Cosmetics. I don't know why I always make it singular, but I got really excited when I saw these. So first is a new setting powder, which is cool in its own right. It's like, yeah, I love seeing brands expand and grow, and setting powder, like, that's great. But I mostly got excited about the mascara because I'm like, I feel like that's just, it's a product people just don't do as often in the indie market. Like, you rarely see mascara. So I'm like, an indie mascara? Like, I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it. The packaging looks super cute. It's sleek. It's got their little logo on it. So I'm curious to see reviews, to see what people think about it. I don't really run out and buy mascara very often. I'm still working my way through my stash of mascaras. I haven't bought a mascara in like a year. So anyways, basically, I'm excited about it. Okay, so another new launch is from Conjure Cosmetics, and they released some lip pencils. These are available now for $9 each, and they also have bundles between some of their different lip products in the same type of color story. So I was excited about this just because I'm pretty sure that everything Conjure Cosmetics does is lipsticks. So they've got, or lip related, I mean, they've got lipsticks, they've got lip glosses, and now they have lip liners. So it makes sense for them. And I think it's cool to see an indie brand so focused on lippies. I have a few products from them and I genuinely like them. And they also have, I mean, this doesn't really relate to the lip pencils, but their lipsticks, they have all kinds of different like options. Like, you can choose what scent you put in them, you can choose what finish they have based on like a color, and I just think that's so cool to do like a custom lipstick. So I have a bunch of their fall ones from last year, and they had some really, really good smelling scents. So I'm excited that they're coming out with lip pencils. Do I need any more lip pencils? Definitely not. But I don't think $9 is a bad price at all. I mean, I would pay $9 for an indie lip pencil. That's like, maybe if I needed to replace one eventually, I would get one of these. But right now, I just don't need it. Alright, so next, this is not technically a new launch, but I did want to take a moment just to share it with you guys that Emme Cosmetics has a ton of their shadows back in stock. I talked about them maybe a few months ago. I did a full brand review like kind of video and just talked about everything that I own from them, and I really, really genuinely love my products that I own from Emme Cosmetics. I think that they're amazing. I love their eyeshadows so much, so I'm excited to see that they are going ahead and restocking most things, because I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Maybe, man, I feel like there was a personal story, but I can't remember exactly, so I don't want to butcher it. But either way, I'm excited to see the brand restocking things, and if you were someone who was interested in some of the shades that I had talked about that day, then maybe you'll be interested, because I saw some of them, like Hawaiian is back in stock. So alright, so next are two new highlighters from JDGlow Cosmetics, and one is the shade Periodt, and that one looks really beautiful. It has such a pretty golden glow. The other is Hey Daddy, which is probably the most cringeworthy name of a makeup product I've ever heard. That's like right behind Glow Job. I don't know, you do you, boo, but that's not my style. So I personally don't plan on purchasing either of these because I think that they look a little bit too dark for my skin tone, but I wanted to mention them in case anyone is watching and this is your style, that these are coming out and they are beautiful. They look to be very, very reflective and sparkly. I do have a few highlighters from JDGlow, and I do find them to be a little bit more on the glittery highlight kind of side. I can't speak to these because I haven't touched them or seen them in person, but I would be warned if you are purchasing these, they might be a little glittery. But they look beautiful. So next is a new palette from Anja Beauty Cosmetics, and this is their Rise and Shine palette, which it's not me. It's not me at all. Like, the colors, I guess, look fine, but there are, it looks like 3 or 4 pressed glitters in here. No, yeah, definitely at least 4. 4 pressed glitters in here. Not my style at all. I'm not about that life. And then, I don't know, the matte shades that are in here, I guess it doesn't feel as cohesive. So that's a pass for me. Alright, next is a new palette. Literally. This is the Glam Light paint palette. And this was very intriguing because they kind of really hyped up this launch, and they said this is something no brand has ever done before. No brand, it's iconic. We had to not sneak peek anything because we didn't want copycats coming for us. And so I was like I was like a dog with my ears up, like, like what are you talking about? So I had an alarm set for when they were posting the reveal because I was ready. I wanted to know what it was, and I have mixed feelings. So part of me is like, okay, it's never been done before. It's a rainbow palette. It's a rainbow palette. Like, that color scheme has definitely 100% been done before. But I mean, I think it looks pretty. Like, it looks fine. It's cute. It's a rainbow, so I don't hate it because I like the rainbow, but it's definitely, the color story has been done many, many, many a times. The actual palette is definitely interesting, and it is kind of like every brand has palettes, but this is an actual palette. I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny, and I like the packaging of the little book that it comes in, but from what I've seen, I think I saw someone unboxing this and it looked like the lid was just a clear plastic piece, which is kind of weird to me. Is that what paint palettes normally look like? Maybe that makes sense then. I don't know why I was thinking that it should be wooden on the outside too, but maybe it's supposed to be clear. Maybe that's the thing, and I'm just not an artist in that kind of way. I don't paint or anything, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but basically, am I going to buy it? No, I don't need it. That's the end of the story. Buy or buy, it's a BYE. Alright, so next is a new palette from Bombshell Cosmetica, and this is in collaboration with Mary Jane Beauty, which, if you've never heard of them, neither had I till this, because it looks like they just started. They're not, like, I don't know, it's kind of confusing when brands do, like, brand collaborations, but the other brand just started and they have no products. It's an interesting collab. I don't really get that, but anyways, this is their Mystic Unicorn palette, and the packaging is not me, from what I can see. I don't know, like, okay, well, if you zoom in, right, you see that part? I don't know if that's just like a little card or if that is the palette. If that's the palette, that's not me. If this is the palette here, the box, then maybe, like, I would prefer a box a little bit more, even though the actual, like, the unicorn, I don't have a thing for unicorns, so it's not really me. But packaging aside, I think the color story in this is beautiful. It's a mixture of blues, greens, purples, a little bit of pink, and then there's like some really iridescent glittery duochrome shades. So the color story I actually really like. The color story is gorgeous, and the shades look stunning. They look like super pigmented. So I'm not sure how I feel about this right now. Maybe I would purchase it for the color story. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to see more in depth on the packaging and what the shades look like on the inside and if it's symmetric, and I'll make a more informed decision once I've seen more, but overall I do think the color story is very beautiful. Alrighty, so next I got so many tags in this post, and I know it's because some people don't realize that Indie Makeup Spotlight is me, but I post it and then, like, people send it to me and tag me, and I'm like, I posted it. Like, they tag my makeup account, Amy Loves Makeup, but I posted it myself. So I don't know, I always think that's funny when it happens, but this is really beautiful. This is new from Docolour Official, and it's a green palette. It's so bittersweet because I love the color story so much. I think the color story is beautiful. Like, there's such a pretty variety of greens, and like there's a little bit of yellow, there's like a light blue, but it looks stunning. Like, I'm all here for the color story, but there's that one stupid pressed glitter in the middle. Like, I would have preferred this to have been an all matte palette, or just that one shade in the middle. If it was not a pressed glitter, I would probably buy this. But because it is, I just know I won't reach for this as often, so it's a pass for me, even though I genuinely love the color story. It's like if I could just do away with that one middle shade, I would poke a little hole in the palette. I don't care. I just don't want that one shade, so it's a pass. Alright, next is new from Cindy Grace Cosmetics, and Cindy Grace is killing it. I have quite a few things to mention. It sounds like there are elephants above me. I love that. I love it so much. Oh gosh, okay. So this is the new setting powder to start off with. Cindy Grace is releasing, and there's going to be 2 different formulas. One is going to be mica based and one is going to be talc based, which is interesting that they're going to let you choose what you prefer. I don't know what I prefer. I kind of want to go through my different powders and like see which ones are mica and see which ones are talc, and see like which ones I like more of the powders that I own. I don't know. I'd be curious. Not that I'm going to buy this because I don't need any more setting powder, but they're also going to have 4 shades available as well, which is really awesome. I feel like Cindy Grace Cosmetics does a really good job of catering to every skin tone. I've noticed that over time, if you go on their website, you can choose each product and you can choose your skin tone, and they'll give you options for what will work for you. My memory is a little fuzzy, but I'm pretty sure in the past too, when they did mystery bags, that they gave different options for different skin tones as well. So I think that's exciting. And then they're also, I don't have pictures of all of this, but they're coming out with like lip creams or like lip glosses as well. They're coming out with different multi-chromes, which we talked about last week. They're coming out with 2 different bundles. One is going to be berry tone and one is green tones, which I'll show the picture now because Angela Marie Tanner posted a picture of all of their new shadows, and they look really beautiful. Like, this color scheme all together, I'm like, yes, give it to me. But I know I don't need all of these shades, so I'm not buying them all. I'm not buying them all, but I think that they look absolutely beautiful. Stunning, stunning, stunning. I'm here for it. 100%, 200%. And I guess what I'm most into is the greens, probably. But the berry little bundle, whatever it ends up being, I'm not sure out of these shades. I think that they're both 9-pan bundles. I think it looks really beautiful. So I'm very curious to see more together as they reveal more. Alright, next is 6 new shades from Luxe Beauty. And these look absolutely stunning. Luxe Beauty is always killing it, basically. So there's like some golds, and then there's like a pinky green duochrome, which you know kills me. There's like a really beautiful purple blue and electric green, and then a deep purple. So I actually did purchase 3 of these because they are only $2.50 each, which is crazy, and their shipping is pretty affordable as well. I think it's only like $3. So I went ahead and just got the 3 shades that I really liked, and I thought my last palette for this month, for July, is going to be some type of custom palette because there's been a few shades I've been wanting from a few different brands. So I thought if I give myself a limit and I choose like 3 or 4 shades from each brand, maybe, or maybe a few more from Cliona because they just restocked their stained glass collection and I'm debating on making an order. I thought I would do some type of custom palette, and so I thought $2.50 each, like, you can't beat that. So I think these look really beautiful. I think they look nice. I think Luxe is always killing it. I have no idea whether these are limited edition or permanent. No idea. I did comment that on their Instagram, but I commented it not that long ago, so I haven't gotten a response. Alright, next. This is the new Menagerie Cosmetics mini palette, Viola Ink. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's available in 5 minutes. Sorry. I have an alarm set for this palette. I don't know why. I just had a little freak out moment there, but I always put alarms on for whenever things are launching so that I don't miss them when I really want them. So I want this. Like, it is beautiful. So I'm actually, because I'm a mess, I'm counting this as an August purchase because it's a pre-order and it's not going to ship until like August 22nd or something like that. So I'm going to count it as one of my palette purchases for August, and I think it's really beautiful. It's also super affordable, so it's good to do an affordable option, and I love purples. I love the packaging. I love Menagerie Cosmetics. I love their formula. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So definitely going to be purchasing that in the next like 3 minutes. So let me make sure, okay, 4 minutes. I need to keep my eye on the clock. Next, moving on to some pictures from TrendMood. It's kind of weird that out of nowhere, TrendMood started doing the hashtag TrendMood Spotlight. Spotlight? That sounds familiar. I'm just kidding. I'm not making drama. I'm just kidding. They literally just started it though out of nowhere. So this is a new palette from JC Cosmetics, and it's the Besties palette. I'm going to go in on this palette. I'm going to roast this palette. It's probably the Besties palette because you could take this and you could split apart all of the shades that are the exact same, and there'll be one for you and one for your friend if you depot it, because there are so many shades in this palette that look like repeats. It's ridiculous. Like there's 2 bright greens, like 4 bright ready oranges. There's 4 bright regular oranges. There's like 2 yellows, 2 deeper purples, 2 deep blues, 2 bright blues. Like the shade Flora and Coral look similar. Like it's like someone was like, oh, I want to do a rainbow palette, and then someone else brought out all these colors and was like, okay, pick the ones that you want, pick the colors that you like the most. And it was like a variety of each color story, and they were like, oh, just put them all in the palette, all of them. Why? I don't like it at all. And it's $44. No. Not buying that. Sorry to be so mean, but that's just a mess. All right, next is a new palette from Infinity Beauty Janie, it looks like, and it's a butterfly palette. I mean, it looks kind of cute. It looks pretty. I don't really care that much about butterflies. It's not really my vibes. The color story looks kind of rainbowy. So it's fine, I guess. I'm not going to purchase it. It makes me think Emily Violet Marie did like a video where she kind of made her own butterfly palette, and she kind of designed it and did her own colors, and each wing kind of had their own color story, and it was just curated really well. I think she might have done the middle as like a bigger highlight shade also for like the body of the butterfly, and I thought it was really well done. I would have preferred that. They should have collaborated with her. So I like the packaging. Like, I think it's unique in a way, but it's just not, I don't need it. I don't have any pull to buy it. All right, checking the time, 2:58. We still have quite a few things to talk about. So next is the new Emme Cosmetics Serum Blush, and this looks really pretty. The packaging looks really, really luxe and bougie. It kind of looks like this like really interesting nail polish almost, but I just can't justify it. It's like $25, and it's like a cream blush, a serum blush. I mean, it sounds cool. Like, it sounds nice. If you have more mature skin or really dry skin, then maybe this will be really beautiful. If you do mostly cream products, I could see liking this, but I know in my heart I don't need it, and I wouldn't use it that much. All right, I'm gonna go take a break, purchase my Viola Ink palette, and I'll be right back. I'm back. Order was made. All is well. So moving on to something else this week that really caught my attention is a new release from Sigma. They released new precise blending brushes, and they did like little baby versions of each brush that they're really well known for. So the E25, they now have the E27, which is a little baby version of that. For the E38, they now have the E33. Again, that looks so much like the Morphe M506. I'm all about that because I feel like that's going to last so much longer than my Morphe brushes. And also, I'm pretty sure that Sigma only uses synthetic hairs as well, which I'm trying to like make the switch over to, like, try and get some of the like non-synthetic hair brushes out of my collection, but it's like a process. So, and then they also have the E44 they have now as the E42. I need it. I need it so much. I don't really need it, but I genuinely love my Sigma brushes so much. So I reeled myself in. I did not purchase them when they first launched, But I always see, like, every once in a while, Sigma will do some, like, type of crazy sale, and like things will stack on top of each other, and like Beauty Deals BFF on Instagram normally post about it. So if in the future I see some amazing sale where I can get these super cheap, not super cheap, but like maybe like $10 or less, maybe like $8 or less, let's bring it in a little bit, then I will definitely purchase the new detail ones because I really, really love them. I think that they're probably going to be really great quality, and because I do have smaller eyes, I just love detail brushes. All right, next, this is something you're probably not going to expect me to be interested in, but I am. So this is the new Soul. Is it just called Soul, or is it called anything else? No, it's just called Soul. So Soul is the new brand for Colourpop. They have Colourpop, which is obviously is cosmetics. They have Fourth Ray Beauty, which is skincare, which I'm actually really, really intrigued by their papaya milk serum. It just sounds heavenly. So I might try that eventually. But I saw this, or this is their, sorry, that was a tangent waiting to happen. Revert back to what I was saying. And then now they have Soul, which is going to be body makeup or body care in general. I'm not exactly sure what their description is, but I'm intrigued by it just because, like, they have these new shimmering dry oils, which for me, I've seen so many brands come out with this type of product, but it's always so expensive. I could never justify the price for like the amount of uses. So it's like if I bought like a $40 one and I use it like 3 times during the summer, that makes it like $13 every time I use it. $13 for one use if I'm justifying it by that. But with this, where it's like a $15 oil, if I only use it 3 times, that's like $5 per use. If I use it 5 times, $3 per use. It's very easy to break it down like that. And I'm just so much more interested in it because it's affordable, and also I would wait for it to be on a sale as well, because I'm sure in literally no time these are going to be available on sale. And I don't know, I'm kind of intrigued. Kind of. Am I going to purchase it? I don't know. I'm not like running out like I need this, but the lightest shade, I think it's called Platinum, I could see maybe getting eventually, maybe for next summer. Alright, so next is a new collection from Oprah Cosmetics, and this is their Island Time collection, it looks like. So there's a little Island Time face palette, which looks very cute. There's 4 different blushes and a highlighter. The highlighter looks too dark for me, but I think like all those colors together, I might just use that as like a blush topper. So it looks cute, but I don't, again with blush, I just don't feel like I need it. The full-size blush is also cute. It's like the same pattern. It's a really pretty pink shade, but I don't need it. And then there are a bunch of new flexi sticks, which I tried that formula through Octoly, and I'm just not that big of a fan. Like, it's not the worst lip product I've ever tried, but I wouldn't purchase it myself or try any more colors, basically. So not really my vibes, but the blush palette does look stunning. It really does. Plus, it's like those really easy to pop out pans, so you could put it into something else if you were like traveling, or you could just, I don't know, make it more versatile for you. Next, another thing that's really, really cute is the new Colourpop collaboration with Halo Top, which I believe is some type of ice cream, which I don't really care that it's a collaboration. I was just looking at these and I'm like, the packaging is really cute, first off, and the shades look really beautiful. It's been so long, like probably 2 years since I bought a Super Shock Shadow from Colourpop, but I really like the green bundle and I really like the pink bundle. I think both of those look really, really nice, and I think the packaging they come in is cute. I like the blue bundle too, but not quite as much. Mostly the green and the pink is like calling to me. But I know I don't need it. 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 Alright, next is new from BH Cosmetics. This is their new Leo palette. Look at this picture. Like, did nobody tell BH Cosmetics that the like all browns with one pop of blue was like 8 months ago? Are they just now getting that memo? Plus, there's literally no contrast in the neutral shades. Like, they're all so light. The only 2 matte shades, there's like a matte whitey cool tone gray looking shade, And then there's a really, really, really light matte tan. Honestly, this is probably the worst one yet. It's a mess. It's a mess. Like, even if you like neutrals, like, the only looks you could do with this is do, like, a metallic all over the lid and then maybe buff it out with the matte. Really light shade. There's not going to be a lot of dimension. There's not going to be a lot of depth. So maybe if that's your style, you'll love this, but I would not buy it, and I would not buy it for anyone as a gift. Even if I had someone in my life, which most people in my life are neutral lovers, like, this would be the last neutral palette I would buy as a gift for them. So anyways, moving on. I think we all know how I feel about that. I don't really have to expand. Next is a little sneak peek from Fenty Beauty. And it's just a picture. It looks like a foundation bottle. But I saw that Taylor post about it, and she said that apparently people are talking and saying that Fenty is coming out with a dewy foundation. My God. That's not as fun when you're not holding it. I am so here for Fenty to do dewy. Like, yes, yes, please. My time is coming. I'm not going to purchase it right away. I would wait for reviews. I would wait for my load by to end. I'm like at the bottom of so many foundations that I'm trying to get through. So I know I don't need it right now, but I'm like, yes, dewy. Like, make it happen, please. Someone, like, I feel like we are on this like train of like matte foundation after matte foundation after matte foundation coming out, which is great for me right now because I'm not buying any foundations. But I'm like, my heart and soul is like, please, someone release dewy. Like, I just want the perfect dewy foundation that has like medium coverage and it makes your skin look glowy, but also like not too much and still skin-like, and good coverage, but not too much coverage. Like, I just want like this perfect in between, which actually is kind of how I felt about the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, which I dropped and broke. Yay for being a glass bottle. So I'm so excited. So excited. Okay, so before I let you go, I'm going to hop back on TrendMood because it's been a little bit since I took those screenshots, and I'm just going to see if there's anything new or interesting. The new KKW palette, maybe I'll just talk about that for a moment. She's coming out with a new, I think it's like the So Fire collection, and honestly, I kind of vibe with everything KKW is doing. Like, the first palette that they came out with like the Papa Blue, and then like the like really nude palettes, and then like the bridal collection, and like this really warm fiery thing. Like, yes, I feel like in a way some of it's been done before, but it's so like so condensed, and I really like the packaging. I feel like the collections aren't like ginormous. There's just a few lip products, some eyeshadow, and it feels so easy and simplistic. I feel like if I had way, way, way less makeup, I would be interested a lot more in her collection. Oh my goodness. How did I not see this? Okay, you guys, guess what Beauty Blender did? And it's not a new sponge color. They came out with brushes. This definitely makes sense for them. Like, finally, something other than a new color reveal. They look pretty basic. They do have a very interesting bottom to them. I guess it's supposed to say that you can do skincare and makeup with them. One side is a brush. The other side has a cooling face roller tip to help alleviate puffy eyes under eye bags and prep skin for makeup. Synthetic bristles. So, I mean, I'll give it to them that the packaging is definitely unique. Looks a little weird, but I'm just so happy to see something other than like, look at this new lavender Beauty Blender. Alright, y'all, so that is everything for this week's indie makeup releases. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to know what you are most interested in or what releases shocked you. I think there was a lot of beautiful things, definitely. Definitely a lot of beautiful things. My low buy is a struggle right now, I'm not gonna lie. It's the struggle. I haven't technically broken my rules, but I need to stop thinking about makeup, basically. I'm thinking about makeup. Alright, so I'll see you in the next one. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.